Hi, my name is Josh Hedge. I'm one of the original volunteers out here.
My name's Nicole Hersmark.
This is a daily lunch program. We are the Hawthorne Park Daily Potluck.
We have 1 or 2 hot meals that we offer every day.
One thing that we like to say is we're not just about feeding people, we're about building a community that feeds all of us.
Hi, my name's Oval Dave. I've been out here about 10 years. These guys help me by feeding me, so I have to go to the store and steal or else, hustle some way or another to get food.
It's through the help of the community. We've got so many cooks that volunteer their time, and thanks to her getting the food organized, we can get food to the cooks. The cooks can cook and process the food, get it to us. We always appreciate if they want to help serve, but even if they just want to drop off, have us pick up, we're there.
Hi, so my name is Deborah Miriam. I'm a Medford resident for like 23 years. Part of my joy here is to cook up great big pots of food. In cold weather, I always bring hot stuff. I take off the lid and everybody kind of like leans in and they take a big whiff and I'm like, okay guys, and I serve it up.
We're not just serving up the bare bones meal. We are serving home-cooked meals made with love, the same stuff that we want to share. That was kind of our idea. We want a potluck. We don't want to just serve what we can get together. We want to serve what makes us happy, what we want to share with our community. This is our chance to rehumanize the folks that are out here and connect them with a family dinner.
We're really trying to give people nourishing food and nutrition, so, you feel alive.
I'm Lynn Likens, and I live in Talent, and I cook for the Hawthorne Daily Potluck. And for me, that's 2 large pots, about 3/4 of the way full, 18 cans of tomatoes or sauce, 14 pounds of meat if I can get it, and all the vegetables I can get.
To get these people well, for them to even want to seek the healing that they need, first they have to feel like they're a part of the community, that they're worth being healed. That's rehumanization. And that's step 1, a hot meal, a good meal, a smile, a conversation, and then just constantly being there.
People come up to the table and ask us, this is so amazing, thank you, what church are you from? And I tell them we're not from a church. And they say, well, what organization is it? And I tell them we're not from an organization. In fact, we're rather disorganized. And I just tell them we're just your neighbors and we want to help.
My name is Jesus Ramirez of Ticosa. If it wasn't for them, man, we'd be breaking windows or whatever. You never know what you're going to do. Hunger is very, very, very important.
And you live on the street out here outside?
Yeah, I live under a bridge.
A big part of why we started this, why it's an everyday thing, is because there are hot meals around the city. But, I don't know if you ever looked, they're all over the city, one a day. One's on one end of the city, one's on the complete opposite end of the city. If you don't have a car, what is that, like 5-6 mile round trip just for you to get from one lunch to the next in 2 days? And ultimately, it just didn't seem fair, and we felt that there needed to be a centralized resource that people can have access to every day. And, we made it.
Has the city of Medford itself been helpful, or the police? Do you want to talk about what the relationship is like there?
I'll say this. When we started this, especially post-Alameda fire, I'm sure you're remembering of all the things that happened out here in the park. We had some animosity from the police towards us for a little while. But I would say over the last year, they just kind of had to come to terms with the fact that we're going to feed these folks. And even if they don't necessarily want a daily resource here, we need a daily resource here. They need a daily resource.
So you gotta be somewhere. So designate an area. You can't go to the Kelly shelter because they have limits, but every time you go there, people steal from you. So of course these people don't want to go there. They want to be independent. You're taking away their manhood from them. Help us out.
To be so condemned and looked upon with such disgust by your average everyday citizen, it's heartbreaking, and it eventually wears on them. It doesn't in any way increase their ability to be fully functioning citizens.
So there is a very simple solution to houselessness. But again, nobody wants to talk about the simple solutions. You could hand this math problem to a 5-year-old, they'd figure it out. We can't as a society. So what we need to do is we need to come up with ways to make housing affordable. I believe nonprofit housing, its time has come. I believe that base level housing for people who are living on nothing, even if it's just like a warm box, for God's sake, why can't we provide the base level to keep people alive? We lose people out here every year. We've lost multiple people this year, multiple people last year. Exposure.
You may have heard in the news recently, one of them died one night out in the cold. It's a fellow trapped in a wheelchair, unable to really function at all, and people would kind of help him and wheel him up or get him food and bring it to him. And it was really heartbreaking to think that he died because he was outside and not taken care of. How can that be in our society?
What is our excuse as Americans to allow human beings to suffer and die for no reason? So yeah, I think if there's a number one thing that we can do, it's just find a way to get these people housing.
Just being able to go inside and shut the door, even if it's a small little structure, I think that's so healing.
This is my city, Medford, and I want everybody in it to have well-being. And if what somebody needs to do is get food for any reason at all, I'm for it, and I'm here to support it.
And I really do enjoy cooking, so that's easy for me. I think in order to volunteer, you have to enjoy what you're doing if you're going to do it for any length of time.
Though we have a lot of support in the community, we always need more. More volunteers, more cooks. Every day we go through a multitude of plates, bowls, forks, spoons, cups, napkins. We always need assistance. So if anybody can, we would appreciate any sort of, if you want to drop stuff off, we're out here from 11:30 to 1 pretty much every day.
Good organization to keep with and helping people so like they're not starving, not hungry, or out doing something stupid to get their food. The Hobo stands for helping other brothers out.
There are a lot of nice people around here. I mean, a lot of them.
And we're getting so much joy out of doing this work. We wish we could share the joy we feel with others, and we hope to. So come join us.